Thought we'd enjoy a little more walking together today. It's April 10th. Seemed to be walking ahead of the rhododendron. The Smokies, they were starting to develop their buds. Ones in Georgia are a little bit further along than these. But I love the rhododendron blossoms. I hope I don't miss them totally. I hope there's some up in Virginia that I'll be able to enjoy, since it's such a long state. 1/4 of the trail is Virginia. So I really do like the blossoms. The grade is getting a little harder here. Sorry for the creaking backpack. Osprey. This AG65. Noisy pack. You gotta figure out something to do about that. Can hike all day today and be squeaking. Tomorrow, not making a sound. I haven't been able to figure out what it is that makes that difference. But necessarily distract from the beauty of today. This is interesting how that tree took its shape as it grew. A lot of twists and turns in it. Kind of like how life is. Some of these trees grow nice and straight. Others have to endure the twists and the turns as they struggle for light. Isn't that like life is? Seems like some of us just get the straight, clean shot, and others of us, we get to struggle. We get to put up with the twists and the turns that life throws at us. genetics, birth circumstances, are just where we end up being planted. So I'm grateful for the United States of America. I'm grateful that it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we had forefathers that had a vision of a country not ruled by kings and magistrates, barons, etc. But a country that was managed, run by the people. I wonder if we're going to be able to keep our republic. We've abrogated so much of our freedoms to a bureaucratic government that's unelected. The military, when I was working on the staff, I got to see that bureaucracy. The staffers and majors and lieutenant colonels to work everything out to get their bosses to stay up. I tried to do my duty as honestly as I could. But I know that there were those that were just out to look out for their boss's voting constituency. That's all they cared about. Spend whatever was required to get their boss reelected so they could keep their jobs. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the gratitude of having a free country to live in. Part of being planted in good soil. America has good fertile soil. Mark comes from a Greek heritage of immigrants who came over right before the Depression hit. His grandfather had a restaurant. Lost it during the Depression. Got caught stealing food to feed his family. Had to go to jail. It didn't help the family very much. Kids ended up going into orphanages. Mark's dad enrolled as a flying cadet in World War II and was in a flight school class to fly P-38 Lightnings in the Pacific. But he was at Williams Air Force Base out in Arizona and got valley fever. So when he got back into school, that class was going to B-29s, and I think by the time he got checked out, the war ended. So he never saw combat like so many other military folks. He was released from service. Then, even though he volunteered for World War II, at the time that Korea happened, he was then drafted and went into what is now the Air Force, because the Air Force was founded in 1847. So I guess theoretically he was in the Army Air Corps and then in the Air Force, and he spent 20 years serving this country. Pete, if you're watching this, thank you for your service to our great nation. I know you can't see this video anymore because of your eyesight, but I know you can hear it. I know Mark was appreciative and his family of all the things that you did for them, all the help that you gave to them. You're a good man. Talking about our mortal experience and why we're here and how things that we have to overcome. I want everyone to know that Pete, he overcame a lot in his life to become a good man, an honorable man. A man of God, a respecter of persons. The trail is turning such that I better start paying attention.